Fauda has become one of the most talked about new series on Israeli TV. Joining me tonight are its creators. One of them you know very good, Avi Issacharoff. Good evening.
Good evening, Lucy.
And also his friend, maybe his best friend, Walla.
Good evening.
So just start explaining to me. I know what happened behind the scenes because I know you both. So I have to say this, to tell this to the viewers, but how it was created, from where you came with this idea.
I think 20 years ago, I had a dream, and Avi also had the same dream.
But I'm a little bit younger, so...
18 years ago, he had a dream. And we met in Ramallah, I think. I did something, he did something else, and we met. I asked him, Avi, what is your dream? And he said, I want to write a series about Mistarvim, undercover units. And I said, you know, it's my dream also, so let's do it together. And we started to write it 4 years ago.
Yep. And
now it's on air.
You know, the process in writing a series in Israel is totally different than the United States. You have tons of writers, tons of creators, and here it was only you two sitting for almost 4 years and writing a series about what? About your own lives, or about the lives of your friends, or about imaginary lives and the complexity of the reality that we're living in?
First of all, we have to give the credit for other people because we weren't alone. We are the co-creators, that's it, it is right. But we have a chief scriptwriter, which is Moshe Zonder, that really went with us almost from the beginning. And we had a team of writers that went also with us, and the director, of course, Asaf Bernstein. So it was a kind of a group of people. We both thought about the idea, about the way that it will go ahead and proceed, I mean, as a TV drama, but I think that that was a kind of a team effort.
We brought the stories, you know, from... I was in special forces when I was younger than now, and I dealt with this kind of situation when I was young, when I was in the army. And Avi lived on the West Bank, you know, you know him, and he brought his life also to the stories that we brought. And together, I think it became that what made it so good, because we brought it all together, all kind of things, you know.
Yeah, the combination, I mean, it's very difficult to describe it as a kind of a combination of the Israeli narrative and the Palestinian narrative, because we're both Israelis and Jews. But at the end, we tried at least to bring the Palestinian narrative, even Hamas's narrative, into this very...
And I want to speak with you exactly about that, about how the Israeli viewers viewed this narrative, because you were, both of you, really scared maybe from the Israeli and Palestinian reactions. First, let's see some kind of a clip, and then we will talk about it.
הנה אמבולנס.
הנה, סגור עליו, תיסע יותר מהר.
אני צריכה מסוק באוויר עכשיו.
وين ابو احمد؟ وين ابو احمد؟
رح نثبت له بداية جديدة وين ما بيختار.
ابو احمد مات.
انت توفيق رح نضلنا عايشين هيك
لحد ما ننتصر. الله اكبر.
الله اكبر.
يحكي وينه؟ وينه؟ تعرف شو ישראל היא מדינת חוק. אז בוא תחשוב מחוץ לחוק, בוא נחשוב כמו ערבים. وين ابو احمد؟
אני לא יודעת איך אתם עושים את זה.
ככה ימנו אותנו, לא לחשוב.
I think that today I will tell our viewers that maybe you got one of the best critiques ever, that it's not only the best Israeli series, and now it's maybe one of the best Israeli series ever.
Not one of the, but they're saying that yes, this is the best Israeli TV drama.
And this comes after you two were really scared from the Israeli reactions, because it comes in a really difficult time. It came out right 6 months maybe after Operation Protective Edge, where you were afraid that the Israeli side won't understand you bringing Palestinians, terrorists with faces, with stories, with families. And this is something that was surprising as well to see that
Almost
people...
almost shocking. You know, we were hugged from both sides, meaning from the right, from the left, from Palestinians, from Israelis, from Jews, from Muslims, from Christians. Everyone were hugging us and saying, that's a great TV drama. And they didn't get into those places of, this is a kind of a racist show, this is a kind of a left-wingers show, they are traitors, they're not. No, they just loved seeing it, loved watching it.
Because we're talking about the price of the warriors, both sides. You know, it doesn't matter if you're Palestinians or Israeli. You pay the price. Your family paying the price. Your wife, your daughters, your everyone that deal with it paying the price. And we're talking about the price of the war. So everyone can relate to this thing. You know, Israeli was, everyone that was a soldier can relate to the thing. And also Palestinians, you know, we are paying the price of war. So that is the story of
But you know, today in Israel, we are feeling a lot of lack of tolerance towards one another, towards Arabs, towards Mizrahi Jews, towards Middle Eastern Jews, toward Ashkenazi Jews. You feel the lack of tolerance in the Israeli society, and yet, in this series, you can identify with each and every one of the characters, if it's the woman, if it's the man, if it's the Arab, if it's the terrorist himself. I think the last chapter that I saw was chapter 7, episode 7, and in episode 7 it was maybe compared to Games of Thrones, to the Red Wedding. And you know, it's for me, I'm trying to understand if you had the same process as an actor, for example, during the filming, because you filmed during Operation Protective Edge.
Yeah, we were filming in Kfar Qasim, Arab village. It was in the first day we didn't want to shoot there because we didn't know what's going on. You know, if the Arabs will protest against us or something. But day after this, the first day, the mayor of Kfar Qasim called us and said, "Guys, you have to come and shoot here because this is." You have to work together. We have to work together, and we came and we got. It was amazing because we were lived in microcosmos, Arabs, Jews, Muslims, Jews, Arabs, Israelis, and we were working together during the Tzukaitan, and actually we talked, we hugged, we loved each other inside in the middle of the war. So it was amazing, and the hospitality of Kfar Qasim, the people in Kfar Qasim, was amazing.
I want to take you, before we're finishing, to the dialogues. Give me one sentence from the dialogue that you wrote that is absolutely yours.
There are many. I must say that for me, what I think of immediately is not the kind of a war scenario or war episode, but the opposite, a kind of a love story on episode 3, if I'm not wrong, or episode 2, of one of the Israeli undercover soldiers that is hugging his girlfriend, and she asks him, "What are you doing and in life?" And he's telling her, "I'm working with Arabs." So she asks him, "Do you speak Arabic?" And he says, "Yes." So tell me something in Arabic, and he starts to quote "Inta Umri" of Kulthum. "Lama shuft ili shuftu qabli ma shuftak aynai umri daya."
Leo?
For me, I think there is one sentence in the last episode that I'm saying that I'll say it in Arabic, okay? خلصت أيام اللي كانوا اليهود يراجعوا 1000 أسير مقابل أسير واحد. انسى من هذا. أسير مقابل أسير. That it's
forget the days where the Jewish are
replacing
1,000 prisoners for one prisoner.
Yeah, just one for one. And I think when Gilad Shalit was when there was the deal, and thousands of terrorists were released. For me, it was very hard.
Avi and Leo, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lucy.
Really happy to see your success.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And for our viewers, Google it and look for translation and watch it. That's it for tonight. Have peace. Have a great night.